Hi, this is Alfozia Nihar from At Home Tuition. Welcome to our session today. The topic that we are going to discuss in our today's video is arithmetic sequences. Arithmetic sequence can also be called as arithmetic progression. This is nothing but a sequence of number where each successive number is nothing but the sum of the previous number and some constant d. So this formula denotes the arithmetic sequence. Okay, d is nothing but the difference between the number and its previous number. D is called the common difference. For example, the sequence of a positive odd integers is an arithmetic sequence. Here the first term is 1. Let a1 equal to 1 and the difference between any two successive term would be 2. Am I right? You can check by subtracting the number and its previous number, because this is called the common difference, no? 9 minus 7 is 2, 7 minus 5 is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, 3 minus 1 is 2. So we can construct the general term now. An is equal to an minus 1 plus d. Difference is 2 here, where our first term a1 is 1. a2 would be, if you plug in 2 here, a2 would be 2 minus 1, a1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2 would be 3. a3 is a2 plus 2. Am I right? Let me list it out on the board. Where a2 is 3. So 3 plus 2 would be 5. So the list of odd numbers will keep on going like that. You can just use this formula. Plug in the previous number and add it with the common difference. So you'll get the numbers in the list. 1, 3, 5, 7. So it'll keep on going like that. So in general, the given first term a1 of an arithmetic sequence and its common difference d. D is 2 here. We can write the following. I'll be giving you the list. Am I right? The term and the term is nothing but the sum of the previous term with its sum difference, the common difference. Am I right? You can also rewrite a2 as a1 plus d, a3 as a1 plus 2d. So it keeps on going like that. Hope you're clear with this one. So from this we can say that any arithmetic sequence can be written in terms of its first element, common difference, and index as I'm going to write the formula on the board. Hope you're clear with this formula, the method how we derive this one. Okay, cool. In fact, any general term that is linear in n defines this arithmetic sequence. Okay, let me take few examples and explain you how to apply this formula. Here is the first example. We are supposed to find an equation for the general term of the given arithmetic sequence and use it to calculate its 75th term. Okay, here is the list 6, 4, 2, 0, negative 2. Okay. So let us begin by finding the common difference. First, look at the list of numbers and find the common difference. Common difference is nothing but subtract the number by its previous number. So d would be 4 minus 6, 2 minus 4, 0 minus 2, minus 2, minus 0. You should check whether the common difference is same or not. For all the arithmetic sequence problem, the common difference would be same. So here d is nothing but 2. 4 minus 6 is 2. It's a negative 2. Next, let us find the formula for the general term. Here a1, the first term is 6 and we have got the d, the common difference, negative 2. We are going to use these two and apply these two in the formula. Here is the formula. Replace a1 by 6, not 1, 6, and d by negative 2. You can just distribute this negative 2 and simplify this further so that the calculation will be easy, because the question is asking us to find the 75th term. That is, we are going to replace n by 75. Okay. Since the question asks us to find the 75th term, I am replacing n by 75. 2 times 75 is 150. 8 minus 150 is negative 142. Hope you are clear with this example. So we are given a list and we are supposed to find a particular term. We just found what is a1 from the list and we found the common difference. We just subtracted a number with its previous number. So after subtracting, you get some common difference. The difference would be same even if you subtract any two pairs from this list. Does this make sense to you? After finding a1 and the common difference, plug in those two values in the formula, arithmetic sequence formula, and then simplify it further. Finally, you have to replace n by the nth term given in the question. Here it is given 75, so I replaced n by 75. And finally, I simplified and got negative 142. Hope you're clear with this example. The terms between given terms of an arithmetic sequence are called arithmetic means. In some cases, the first term of an arithmetic sequence may not be given. So what we have to do if that is the case? Okay, let me take one example and explain you that too. Here is an example. Find the general term of an arithmetic sequence where A3 is -1 and A10 is 48. Okay. To determine a formula for the general term, we need A1 and D. Am I right? Generally for all the algebraic sequence problem, we need A1, the first term, and the common difference D. Okay. A linear system with these as variables can be formed by using the given information. We know the general formula. We are going to use that here. This is the general formula. In our question, we have values for A3 and A10. Let us define this formula for A3 and A10 so that we'll be getting a linear system. Are you clear with this one? I just replace n by 3. So if I replace, I'll be getting this formula. I just replaced n by 3. So by simplifying, we'll be getting 2D. We know the value for A3. A3 is -1. So just replace A3 by -1 on the left side of the equation. Now we have got one equation with A1 and D. In the same way, we are going to rewrite this formula for A10, and simplifying, we'll be getting one more equation. So replace n by 10 in this general formula. So what do we get? 10 minus 1 is 9D. So it means A1 plus 9D on the right side. What is the value for A10? It is given in the question, 48. So 48 is equal to A1 plus 9D. So we have got two equations with two terms A1 and D. You can solve these two equations using substitution method or elimination method and get two values for A1 and D, as we generally do in linear system of equations. Can you make? Hope you're clear till this step. Okay, let me do elimination method because the coefficient of A1 is same here. If you just subtract these two equations, you will get this A1 gets cancelled and you can solve for D directly. Subtracting equation 2 and 1, you'll be getting this term gets cancelled out and you'll be getting 7D on the right side and 49 on the left side. Dividing both these sides by 7, you'll get a value for D. So D would be 7. We have got a value for D. Now we need to find the A1. So the common difference would be 7. Now we need to find the first term. You can plug in this D value either in equation 1 or 2 and solve for A1. So what value you're getting for A1? You can choose either of the equation. Let me take equation number 1. So this is your equation number 1. Replace D by 7. So you'll be getting A1 plus 14, -1 on the left side. So if I simplify, I'll get A1 is equal to -15. Hope you're getting the same values. Okay. Next, use the first term A1 is equal to -15 and the common difference D is equal to 7 so that we can find a formula for the general term. This is what the question is asking us, no? Okay. This is the general formula. Replace A1 by -15 and D by 7. You can simplify this by distributing 7 in, -7 and -15 here. Combine the like terms. So I'm getting -22 plus 7n. Are you getting the same value? Hope you're clear with this example. So if the first term is given, you can directly apply the formula and find the nth term. If the first term is not given and if you're asked to find the general term, you can follow the same method that we applied in this example. The main thing that you should know in arithmetic sequences, you should know how to identify the common difference of an arithmetic sequence. When a sequence is given, you should be able to identify the common difference. Same way, when the first term is not given, you have to find a formula for the general term of an arithmetic sequence as we did in example number 2. If you're getting a problem under any topic, you can easily identify it's a problem from arithmetic sequence. But in general, if you get a question, how will you identify whether it is a question from arithmetic sequence or not? Yes. So when you're getting a confusion like this, you should check the common difference. The common difference for all the terms should be same. If not, it is not a problem under this topic. If the common difference is same, then you can easily say that that is a problem from arithmetic sequence. I mean, the question is from arithmetic sequence. We use this general formula because we are not going to make any table for that. All the arithmetic sequence behave in the same way. I mean, there is a change by adding a number only. So we get a formula that works for all of them. So this is the general formula for arithmetic sequence. So in general, we can summarize that an arithmetic sequence repeatedly increases or decreases by the same amount. The number added or subtracted at each stage to the arithmetic sequence remains the same. That is constant. Hope you're clear with this concept, arithmetic sequence. In case if you get any query regarding this, kindly let me know. We can discuss arithmetic series in our next video. Have a great time ahead.